The Planning Commission meeting for May 14th is now called to order. First thing we're going to do is have a roll call of members. Ms. Stacy.
Mark Vila.
Present.
Nicholas Miller.
Here.
Wade Scheck-Snyder.
Here.
Max Nassar.
Here.
Randy Kluwat.
Here.
Eric Jones.
Fantastic. Item 3, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Nasser, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
He's a sharp-dressed man.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that.
Item 4, Introduction of Staff.
Stacy Webb, Recording Secretary for the Planning Commission.
Brandon O'Day, Information Technology.
Spencer Long, Parish Attorney.
Eric Poche, Director of Planning and Development.
Tim Bullion, Senior Planner.
And welcome aboard, Mr. Bullion. Item 5, Chairman's comments. This time, the only comments the Chairman has is, I wanted to ask Mr. Poche, well, never mind, we'll save that for staff report. So Chairman has no comments at this time. Item 6, public comment on any agenda item. On our items today, if anybody in the public has something that they want to talk about on anything on the agenda, please see Ms. Stacy, fill out a card, and whenever that item comes up, you will be able to speak and given your 3 minutes of time to talk. So item 7, staff report, Mr. Poche.
Thank you, Mr. Scheck-Snyder. As you have already seen, I'd like to introduce my new senior planner, Mr. Tim Bullion. He's been with us for about 4 to 5 weeks now, and he's getting up to speed real quick. So we're real happy to have him aboard. Second item on my list is the normal subdivision status report for the month of May. Any changes have been noted with an asterisk, as usual. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for anyone.
Anybody on the commission has questions about that? The only other question I had, Mr. Poche, is, if you wouldn't mind, we had a meeting of the master plan for the West Ascension development projects that are going on.
Yes.
And if you wouldn't mind, can you give us a little Cliff Notes version of what went on with those meetings?
On April 30th at Lowry Middle School, we had a community meeting for the West Bank Small Master Plan. It was attended by approximately 30 to 35 folks. Ms. Maggie Gleason and Ms. Savannah Morales were there, who are on a planning team at Bayou Rouge, and they went through and explained the purpose of the master plan. It originally started as an exercise to see how land uses might change around the 3127 corridor expansion based on all the industrial development that's going to occur on the West Bank. There were activities where we talked with residents, and residents were able to look at different types of housing. We got information from exactly where they lived on the West Bank. We explained the purpose of the plan to them, and we got input. And before I forget, I don't want to forget, we're going to have another community meeting on June the 9th at Lowry Middle School again, and I'm pretty sure our commission meeting is a couple of days after that. And if you guys would like, I would like to get the consultants in here, and they can kind of give a brief overview of where we are now, the results of some of the information that we've gotten, and can answer any questions for you folks.
Yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. We would appreciate it.
Okay.
I know a lot of members of the commission are very interested in participating and giving their input on the West Bank, and we all
Yes.
want this to succeed.
And look, just for your information, we're going to have an in-person stakeholder meeting on the 19th, which I think is next Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, but I do know it's the 19th from 10 to 11:30 at the parish offices in our main conference room. If 2, 3 y'all, whatever, want to come, you're more than welcome to attend.
Gotcha. Mr. Nasser.
Yeah, would you send us an email?
Okay, I'm microphone active. Would you send us an email letting us know the dates and times and locations
Sure.
of those meetings you just referenced, please?
Certainly will.
Thank you.
All right.
Anybody else on the commission? Okay, we're going to move on. Item 8, engineering staff report. I don't see Mr. Shaw
report.
here. Okay. Item 9, the minutes. Approval or denial of the minutes of the April 9th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting. Approval, motion to approve by Commissioner Miller, second by Commissioner Kluwat. All in favor? Any opposed? Any discussion? That- Okay, we have one abstain by Ms. Unitas. That motion passed. Item 10, consent agenda, affidavit of mortgage declaration, Dax McCrory, Lot 5A1, 18174 McCrory Drive, Prairieville, Louisiana. Motion to approve the consent agenda by Commissioner Kluwat, second by Commissioner Unitas. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or discussion? That motion passes. Item 11, public hearing to approve or deny the following family partitions. Item A, Jed Babin property, lots JB2B1A, JB2B1B, and reestablishment of lot JB2B, Earls and Associates. Good afternoon.
How you doing? Gabe Villavasa with Earls and Associates, asking permission for Mr. Jed Babin.
Okay. At this time, we're going to open up a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy, has anybody signed up to speak?
No.
Okay, we're going to close the public hearing on that. Commissioners, anybody would like to ask any questions? Okay. Well, hold on, one real quick. The only thing, I noticed that this was a family partition at one point before, and now we're reestablishing the family partition in a different manner. Can you explain that for us, please?
They're going through the process of a divorce, and they needed the existing mortgage to stay, so they had to revert back to it.
Okay. Mr. Poche, do y'all have any comments about this one?
No, everything is according to the code, and it's just as the gentleman stated, they're going through a divorce, and one of the lots had to be reestablished as it existed before the prior family partition.
I just wanted to make sure, because I noticed we've had the same thing, family partition twice, so I wanted to double check. But Chair will entertain a motion. Motion by Commissioner Miller to approve. Second by Commissioner Villa. All in favor? Any opposed or discussion? That motion passed. Thank you. Item B, DG Bro property, an unnamed tract, and J.A. Bro and Donna B. King property, tracks A11A, A11B, A2A1, and A2A2. Earls and Associates again.
Gabe Villavasa with Earls and Associates, asking for permission.
Okay, thank you so much. This time we'll open up a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy, has anybody signed up to speak?
Yes.
Okay.
Brian,
Okay, let's let
Brian
that,
Swink,
please come up to the front.
would you like to speak?
Not here to oppose or.
If you don't mind, sir, just state your
Not-
name and
Brian
address.
Swink.
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily here to, be in favor of or oppose. Just sort of curious what this is in reference to, what the plans are. That letter that's sent out is not very, it's
You
pretty
are
vague.
correct. Yes, sir.
Pretty vague.
Okay, at this, let me pause the time, but basically what this is, this portion of their property, they own it, they want to subdivide it amongst their heirs and just segregate that land into different sections so they could use it for either building their own houses or anything like that. So it's not per se a subdivision in the traditional sense.
Not yet?
No, I can't necessarily speak on that perhaps.
No, I
but
understand.
it's in the matter in which they're going to segregate and subdivide this property. So the subdivision of the property is the family partition in and of
Where is
itself.
a map available that would show?
Brandon, can we put a map on there by any chance?
Sir, do you want a map to look at now, or do you want something that you can keep?
Just something now would be sufficient.
Okay.
Okay. It should be RM.
Okay. I won't identify where I live here.
Basically, there are, let's see, you've got tract here, tract here.
Where is, what is this here?
This is the subdivision that's to the south of the existing property,
And
and
this
this is
is
the
the one-
subdivision that's to the north.
So
Basically, they're taking. see,
I-10 would be here?
Yes,
Okay,
I-10 is over
Okay.
here. They're taking this tract,
okay,
and see this existing tract as denoted by these dotted lines. These are the prior tracts. They're creating one separate tract here. This fronts on L. Landry, and these two also front on L. Landry. So really, they're creating this lot. They're consolidating these two and creating this one lot right here.
consolidating these and creating this one, and just,
These are
access.
existing already, yes.
Okay,
These are
so the
existing.
access is from here?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
they're not looking, are they looking to divide the rest of this, or?
I don't know, it doesn't, it's not
Okay.
known at this time.
Okay. So all this is just about, just combining, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Ms. Stacy, is there anybody else left to speak? Okay, public hearing is closed. Commissioners, y'all have any questions about this? Okay. The only question I kind of had is, and it's just like the gentleman said, it does look like we're moving some things, but that's not obviously what we're not discussing here for this time. So at this point, Chair would entertain a motion. Motion to approve by Mr. Jones, second by Mr. Kluwat. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay, we have one opposition.
No,
Let's-
no,
Oh,
I'm saying aye. I was thinking about it. You rushed me.
I apologize. Okay, let's make sure we do have a unanimous vote for yay. That motion passed. Thank you. Item C, A.D. Getro property, lots 6A1A and 6A1B, Earls and Associates.
Gabe Villavasso with Earls and Associates, asking for permission.
Okay. Ms. Stacy, has anybody signed up to speak on this? Okay. Well, we're going to open up a public hearing, and we're going to close it. Commissioners, any questions, concerns, comments? Motion. Motion approved by Mr. Jones. Second by Ms. Unitas. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or discussion? That motion passed. Thank you. Item D, Dax A. McCrory property, lots 5A1A, 5A1B, and 5A1C, Earls and Associates.
Gabe Villavasso, asking for permission.
Okay, thank you so much. Ms. Stacy, let's open up a public hearing. Has anybody signed up to speak?
No.
Okay, public hearing is closed. Chair will entertain any questions, comments, or a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion approved by Commissioner Nasser. Second by Commissioner Miller. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or discussion? That motion passed.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item E, Winona B. Gotro property, lots 9B1 and 9B2, 9B3, and 9B4, Ms. McLean Taylor Incorporated.
Ms. McLean Taylor.
I know, I didn't get it that way. Ms. Evelyn, how you doing?
Fine. Ellen Jackson with McLean Taylor Incorporated, representing this family partition of the Winona B. Gotro property, asking for your approval.
Okay, thank you so much. This time, we're going to open up a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy, has anybody signed up to speak?
Nope.
Public hearing is now closed. Commissioners, any comments, questions? Motion approved by Commissioner Kluwat. Second by Commissioner Unitas. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed or discussion? That motion passed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Item 12,
Motion.
motion to approve, so moved by Commissioner Nasser. Thank you.